Doctors, physio,
specialist,
bursitis, tendonitis,
tricep tear, rotator cuff tear,
too many reps, neck, lower back, hip flexors, bursitis. Nothing could get me out of this pain. I felt electric shocks going all the way down. It was actually the nerves and they were on fire. You know, if I'd just spent the money on this setup, I would not have had to spend all that money going to all the doctors. I was getting bursitis in my shoulder. I was getting tendonitis in my forearm. Do not neglect your setup. At the end of 2018, the shoulder became a problem and it never went away and it was constant. I'm shooting with this arm. I've got to come home and ice it and then edit the footage. I'm finally getting a new video editing desk. I've been using this coffee table for the last 3 years. I used to do calisthenics 6 times a week and I did push-ups and pull-ups. I was living in Phuket at the time. I had a job, worked off my laptop every day. The problem was I didn't have a table. And every day I was doing push-ups and pull-ups, also video editing. And I did not have a chair or a desk. Did my push-ups and pull-ups outside and then I'd come in and sit on the L-shaped couch. I rolled, I stretched, I got a massage. So one day, my shoulder got so tight, I felt electric shocks going all the way down. It was so painful. Nothing could get me out of this pain. It was actually the nerves and they were on fire. Couldn't edit, couldn't work out anymore. I couldn't even drink some water or open the door.
Oh, the security guard's looking. Oh no, he's got the light on us. I was making a nice sandwich.
I went to the Phuket doctors, went to the physio, went to
The specialist, 2 rotator cuff tears and a tricep tear. I wanted them to give me a scan. The doctor quit and took his scanner with him.
You're fired!
When we came back to Australia,
I was in Melbourne at the time. I went to a physio there and she said, there is no way you have a rotator cuff tear.
I went to the physio here. The only thing people could tell me was you're doing too many reps. The burst up was massive. They said it was 4 to 5 times larger than it should be. I shouldn't be able to lift my arm above my head. Because it was so swollen, they put the needle in, they shoved some cortisone, took the bursitis down. It actually worked, but it only took the bursitis down for about 1 week, and by the 4th week it was back to where it was.
Rehab was so boring. Oh, so slow.
And it never got better. The diagnosis from multiple physicians, it was my calisthenics training. You know, if I'd just spent the money on this setup, I would not have had to spend all that money going to all the doctors. So all the feet went in just fine except for this one. You always get one that doesn't fit. This desk, you should speed up my video editing. Mine's one longer than the other. I won't have to stop so often to stretch out my arm. Now this is magnetic and this is childproof. I even got a lump that would protrude out of here and nobody ever knew what that was. The best guess somebody had, the arm was so tight maybe the tendon had popped out. It's only flared up when I combine calisthenics and video editing. This really does beat this. Get one of these. The one thing I've never done is have a good table. I know that's like Ergonomics 101. I did something wrong. We're living in a studio. There was no room for a table. I had to work off the coffee table.
What are you doing? Oh, okay.
Now we are in a bigger apartment. I can finally have a desk. If this table doesn't have to solve my problems, but if it just improves my problems, my shoulder pain went away. One day at the new desk, no pain. I definitely recommend this table. But within 5 minutes, a significant amount of lower back pain. I can't tell you that it wasn't refreshing. This chair is the Matrix 2 Plus, suitable for 8 hours, 288. I've never had a chair this good. But then it was on special, $179. I got one and my husband got one. My husband put his together. He said it's not hard, but that doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. Insert the back firmly into the mechanism. Oh, that can't be right. Push down all the way and the back bottoms out. What does that mean? But I have to edit for a few hours to know if it's really any good. Yeah, my feet weren't touching the ground yesterday and my hip flexors really started to hurt. I went and got adjustable footstool, one of the cheapest one. And I wasn't leaving, I'm not above a bargain. Just would not fit. This needs to be here. Because I haven't got much on top of the desk, I don't actually need the support bars. What's kind of annoying is that these pieces actually took me the longest to construct. It's pretty sure we don't need it. If I can do another edit right now and not get any pain in my shoulder, neck, lower back, or hip flexors. Edited for 4 hours. I don't have any shoulder pains. I haven't done any calisthenics. I haven't done any basketball. That could flare it up. Well, first time where I did not show up with a swollen shoulder and no tendonitis in the arm. I've done 21 videos, 3 calisthenics sessions, 4 basketball courts. All I've done is get a good ergonomic setup. We have solved a mystery. Everybody said it's your calisthenics. But turns out it was actually the desk. Problem solved. You don't realise when pain has left you. When it's gone, you take it for granted. You're just free. My monitor was too high. Hand starts moving like this. It starts to lock up. Had to switch from the size 7 to a size 6 basketball so I could shoot with it. I could sit in the exact same position for 4 hours. This chair and this table and this footrest actually solved the problem.